Hi lovelies, you're welcome to class today. So today we'll be learning how to make this two-step Senegalese zara cap. This is a trending design and it's very easy to make. So let's get straight into the video. So for this design, you can make use of any stretchy fabric of your choice. You use your non-sewable bony, your marco and your crenone. So those are the things you need basically. Then let's dive into the measurements. So for the main base, which is the zara cap base, the stretchy parts will be measuring 20. I'll be using 28 inches here. If you want, you can increase it, you can reduce it. So, and the length I use 30 inches. Please, you can go ahead to use 28 inches because I later reduced the length of this material. So here I use 30, but I later reduce the length. You can make use of 28 inches. So here you will be having 28 by 28 inches. So the first thing is to turn it to the right side, the wrong side. Then you measure 5 inches downward. Then you measure 5 inches downward to the other end. From up to down, you measure 5 inches till you reach the other end. So from that 5 inches again, you measure another 5 inches downward. You measure 5 inches downward again. So you measure this till you get to the other side. So if you are doing a one step, you stop here. If your own step is just one, it's the same process. You just stop your measurements here. But since you are making a two step, that's why I want to continue with the measurement. So from that first marking, you measure 1 inch downward. Like this, you measure 1 inch downward. Then from that 1 inch again, you measure another 5 inches. You measure another 5 inches downward till you get to the end of the fabric. So here I'm done. I'm just trying to get the measurements that is remaining. So the next thing to do is to match the first and the second marking together. You match it together and hold it with your pin. You match it together and hold this with your pin. So after folding it like this, that means you are having 2.5 inches. When you measure it, you will have 2.5 inches. So you just make your mark of 2.5 inches and sew straight on it. You arrange it well. You have 2 point, so you sew it straight on the right side. So after stitching it, this is what I have. Like I said earlier, if you want to make yours one step, you stop at this point. But here we are doing two steps, so we form another step again. So the third marking and the fourth marking, you match it together again and stitch it down just like the first one that we did. So this is how it looks. Here you can see the 2 points that I've stitched together. So the next thing is to put my marker. So you fold the material into two, the smaller parts, the remaining smaller parts, you fold it into two and mark the center. You pick up your marker as well and check for the center. So when you get the center, you match it up together. Then you fold it up like this. You fold it over like this. Please try to bring out the one you have stitched so that you not stitch on it. You just bring it out so that the next stitching will not be on it. So once you are done folding, you take it to your sewing machine and stitch this down just like the way we fix marco for zara cap. So after doing that, you shift your material in a way that the first two pleats that you made will fall at the center front. And you can see it will fall at the center front. You can see the two plates that I have. After this process, you fold it into two to mark your edge circumference. So the edge circumference I'm working with here is 23 inches. So 23 inches divided by 2 is 11 and a half. I will start sewing from the 11 and a half. I will stop at a point here so that the other opening I'll be able to use it later. Then I will start again under it, this other side. From the top to this point, you skip this side, then you start again. After stitching it, you just trim out the excess. Once you are done, you pick your needle and thread and make a running stitch right under the last stitch where you start the second stitch. That's where you start your running stitch from. Just the regular way of making your running stitch for a zara cap. You pass it like 2 to 3 times to secure it very well. So guys, if you're watching this channel for the first time and you have not subscribed, please kindly subscribe to this channel. And if you love this tutorial, give me a thumbs up so that I'll be motivated that yes, I'm doing something nice. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. Thank you for always clicking. Thank you so much. You can see the point that is open. So it's from this point that we'll pass in our non-sewable bony. So for this bony, I use 40 inches. 40 inches for the non-sewable bony. So we have two plates, so we'll be using two. We're cutting out this in two. Then from this hole, you pass in your bony. You can bring it, and then you bring it out. Once you bring it out, you stitch the point to secure that side. So once you are done with this, you try to fix in the remaining bony. As you are fixing it in, the plate will be getting wider. You can see. So you try to fix it in to the end. So this is what I have for the first step. So you repeat the same thing for the second step. So don't forget to tack the end of that other side as well. You can see how it's looking. You can see the next thing is to attach it to the second one to fix the bony at the second space. So you just follow the same process you use for the first one to fix in the second part. So here is what I have. You can see the two step already. So this is how it's looking. You place it on each other, tack it together. You can twist it. You at this point you have to be creative. You can twist it. You can place it on top of each other to get the cuff that you need. When you get your desired curve, you stitch it together with your needle and thread at the back. So you can see how it's looking. So the way you twist the bony at the back will determine the shape you will have. Mine, I just place the two side on each shoulder. That's why I'm having this up and down. So now we'll be working with the ruffle at the back. So for this ruffle at the back, I cut out 7 inches by 50. You can make yours longer. So the longer the fabric, the fuller the rows. So I have 7 by 50 inches. So I'll fold it to the right side and stitch it all the way down. So here I'm done stitching it. I'll turn it to the right side. Yes, I'll turn it to the right side after stitching it. Then here I'm done turning it. The next thing is to fix in our crinoline. To have that bouncy effect, you need to put your crinoline inside. So I'll fix in my crinoline. Then once I'm done, I'll close it at this edge. So after closing it, you pick your needle and thread and make a running stitch from one end to the other. Sorry, I don't know, the camera did not capture this side very well. So here I'm done making the running stitch. After making the running stitch, you pull the thread. So when you pull the thread, you have this, and you can arrange it as you like. Once you are done arranging, you use your needle and thread to tack it together for it to be in place. So here I'm tacking it together to fix it together since I'm okay with the shape I got. So after tacking, you place it at the back of your design. So here I'll place it at the back of the design. I will tack it down with my needle and thread. Then you can embellish it as you like. After the tacking down and the embellishment, this is the final look of my cap. You can see that it's so simple and beautiful. This is the final look. Bye.